Happy hump day, everybody. Let me switch hands so that I'm not blocking half of the camera. I still didn't switch hands. Blocking half of the camera with my hand. I'm saying welcome back, even though I'm the one who was away. But hey, I'm back. And this is probably going to seem timely. Please ignore it's a clean laundry pile behind me, so that's something. This week's affirmation is, I hold myself accountable. Now, I'm not talking about whatever your accountability partner at the gym does for you. I'm not talking about what your study buddy does for you. I'm not talking about accountability even in terms of, like I said, it's timely because obviously I dropped the ball on doing these weekly videos for the past, I want to say, better part of a year. Apologies. And I really do appreciate everyone who's taken the time to tell me that these videos are meaningful to them. And to those of you in particular who have told me, or for those of you who these videos do mean a lot to you, and maybe you haven't told me that, but it still means a lot to you. I'm sorry that I haven't been there. Because I know that teensy weensy little things can, like a quick silly video about a kind of serious topic, can help us get through. There is a infant. I don't think this little guy is 2 months old yet. And I make sure to go on Instagram every day to see how he's doing. And it helps make my life just a little bit better to be able to check on him. So if these videos do that for you and I've not been there, I apologize. I will be holding myself accountable in that way too. But what I really mean when I say I hold myself accountable, no one knows truly what's inside you, what your hopes and dreams are, what your passion is, what excites you other than you. And I find that life has a way of beating the magic out of us. And life has a way of kicking us down and tripping us up and hurting our feelings time and time again. And ultimately what we start doing is we start getting smaller. And I mean smaller in our vision for our life, smaller in our presentation of ourselves, smaller in terms of just scaling back what we want to something that's more immediately attainable. And we're not going to do that. We're going to hold ourselves accountable to create the lives we actually desire, not to settle. And the reason you have to hold yourself accountable is because you can tell a great story about how, I'm not even interested in that anymore. I'm more focused on my blah, blah, blah. It's very easy to say that. And it's very easy to be convincing to someone who's not you. You're the only person who really knows what's deep down inside of you, what you're truly passionate about, what's really got you motivated and excited. And so, in order to have a life that is as magical as you are, you have to hold yourself accountable to create that and to fight for it, even when life is like just crapping on you, which life has a way of doing. And so this, I hold myself accountable. What I mean by this is you're not going to settle. You're going to always take but you're always going to know and reference your internal drive, but your values, your guideposts, and you're going to use those to keep pushing yourself and make yourself get what you want. That's what I mean by I hold myself accountable, because it is so easy to scale back, to shrink, to accept less, to convince yourself that you want less. And it's really, really easy to convince other people that you want less. But no, whatever you want, you can have. You just have to decide, define, and go after and be determined. Like, it's not easy. I'm not saying that like, I want this, and then I waved a magic wand and I said some affirmations and my life looked like that. there will be moments where you will think that what you're going after is never going to happen. And there will also be those magical moments. A friend of mine just posted one the other day talking about how 3 years ago she set some intentions, kind of forgot about them, didn't forget about them. She was working towards them, but had one of those moments of reflection. It's like, whoa, everything I asked for 3 years ago, I have now. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to stop talking. I will see you next week. Happy hump day. And, it's almost the weekend. Woo woo.